We may be working.
Thank goodness everything turned out all right.
Mivuika!
Battles against the Abyss triggered in order to develop a treatment as fast as possible. Guthred used himself as a test subject. He passed away shortly after the drought was complete. That's who he was. Unrelenting in his pursuits. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. In the end, he even gave himself up for a chance of success. I'm sure he would be pleased his creation aids people, even now. The Abyss has wrought enough suffering on this land. I sincerely hope this war will end soon.
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. I must be. Please finish what you set out to do.
perceptive than I imagined. However, some things are better kept secret for now. We may be working together, but our goals are not entirely aligned.
What's with the secrets all of a sudden? I'm starting to think we should be more careful around you.
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself, because it's a personal matter. All I can tell you is this. Natlan may have survived the worst of the crisis, but the souls of this land are still not at peace. And that is why my work is not yet done.
Well, if it's personal, then we'll just have to trust you.
If you have other questions, I'm willing to answer them.
Wait, like anything? Hannah wants to know how you eat with the mask. Anything you want to ask, Traveler?
Assistente social lá do CRAS. Vou lá. Você quer beber água?
Quer?
Beber água?
Quero.
Vou lá, vou pedir.
Natlan must pay the price for Mivuika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mivuika's death can clear the debt. Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in stone.
In the garden cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, the gardener intervenes to inhibit their growth. I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well as that of my people. If that explanation is too difficult to understand, allow me to show you exactly what I mean. The ruler of death can freely define the form of death. Her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming level of power, it can feel hopeless to resist. But I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable, no death inevitable, and no rule unbreakable. So, before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than
Quer
ever.
põe água aqui? Não precisa não, vou demorar lá, né?
Não vai demorar no café.
Já quantas horas?
Quê?
Quantas horas? Dá pra eu ir lá?
10h26.
Será que dá pra eu ir lá?
Não sei.
Lá fecha 11 horas? Dá
Esperar
pra.
depois do almoço.
Oh, did
Esperar
something
depois do
happen?
almoço.
Não, vou lá agora. Do almoço eu tenho que ir lá embaixo. Vou lá agora, se não vai.
Eu queria comer, só fazer comer agora.
Não, eu vou vir rapidão, não vou demorar lá não. Vou lá agora. Vamos fazer uma orientação.
This is a critical time for you, traveler. It's best not to delay, so let us end our conversation for now. Best of luck to you all. Goodbye.
So in the end, the captain still hasn't told us his real goal. He kind of reminds Paimon of someone we met
Pegar o café pra você e vou lá. Olha, quem foi que desligou aqui? Quem foi que desligou aqui? Ah, foi eu que desliguei? Era pra ligar?
Para chação.
They just seem so tired, you know? Since they...
Vou lá rapidão, velho. Não vou demorar lá não. Rapidão, velho. sentou lá embaixo. O almoço sentou lá na farmácia.
Kanich, Kachina, Mualani? Woo, everyone's here! Reunited at last. Did you miss us? I brought candy and cookies to share. Of course we missed you. Ooh, you brought Source crackers too? Score!
Just in time, traveler. It's so stifling in here. I was just about to go outside to get some air.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
To be honest, I also didn't expect this many people to show up. A third of this amount is more than enough for my plan. I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. That will help the formation of your ancient name. Oh, you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Yeah, let me take a look. Okay. The progress looks good. We have enough people, so let's get started.
Sorry I'm late.
Shaska showing up late for something? That's a first.
I had to follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe. Thank you.
Okay, let's save the pleasantries for later. Everyone's here, so let's get started. Alright, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your stories about the Traveler. Your words will be recorded and become a part of the Traveler's ancient name. Any, questions?
Nope.
Alright, then to start things off...
Hold on. Remember what we discussed?
Oh, right, I almost forgot. Traveler, Paimon, you, can't be here for this part.
Huh? But why? We want to hear what everyone has to say.
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if the subject in question isn't involved. It's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face. People get shy in those situations. It's just how it is.
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have enough more to pay for her meal, but she's too embarrassed to tell the Traveler, so she has to make up some excuse. So basically you want us to leave the Pilgrim's Chronicle here and wait nearby?
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't take long.
Everything Shilonen said made sense, but did you see Lolly's reaction back there? She was definitely the one who decided we should leave. But staying out here is just making Paimon even more curious about what everyone's gonna say. Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, that's so exciting! Feels like we've been in Natland for quite a while already, doesn't it? You're right! If only Paimon could say a few things about you in there.
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Shilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the Traveler's side the longest, Paimon. We need to hear what you have to say.
But Paimon's not from Natland.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a Traveler's companion, your contributions are extremely important. You're the perfect person to finish the story. Sorry, Traveler. I just need to borrow Paimon for a second. It should be quick. Paimon gave us a lot, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the Night managed to get all of it.
Well,
you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it when I forge the name, but you can continue your adventures in the meantime. And when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you, Mivuika, and Natlan as a whole can finally put an end to this endless war.
Wonder if we're allowed in here. Oh, the door opened all by itself. Taking that as a yes. Aw, the Tomi from earlier. It's really here. Then let's go introduce ourselves. Hello there. Okay. Probably doesn't understand what we're saying. Doesn't look like any cogs are turning in there. Whoops! Sorry! No offense intended!
You there! You dare disrespect our elder? Oh, you mean... Oh, I see. Sorry, my mistake. Apparently you are here by invitation, in which case it's my job to make you feel welcome. Some introductions are in order. I am Kaholam, one of the priests of our tribe. And this is our Iktomisor elder, the great Tlapokpok Teets Tatel, a living totem among the masters of the Night Wind.
Whoa, that's quite a tongue twister.
In truth, we usually go with Elder Tlapo for short. You are welcome to do the same. Ah, I assume you're referring to our Elder's special ability. Elder Tlapo has been alive for many centuries and harbors secrets that even we priests are at a loss to explain. So your reaction is entirely natural. But one thing I can say for sure is that
What sort of tap?
if it's all right with you, I'll take you to see our...
Okay, sure.
Very well. Then please... You can use this scroll to go directly to the obsidian altar, where the chief is. Don't worry, it's just one of the many
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine.
routine duties of a priest. We attempt to contact the spirits of our ancestors. The chief is just over there. Please.
Well, The Masters of the Nightwind are definitely living up to their reputation as the mysterious ones.
All right, I've told the chief why we're here, and now you may speak with him. Right this way.
So, you two are the appointed ones. I am Chief Biram. Welcome. And thank you for your patience.
So tall.
Unusually so. Yes, I am aware. But I assure you, it's no...
Oh, no, of course not. Sorry, Paimon just...
Ah, yes. Kaholam told me about that. As outsiders to our tribe, this is probably the first you've heard of such appointment. Throughout our history, only members of the Masters of the Nightwind have been appointed to undertake these tasks. This is the first time an outsider has ever been chosen.
Really?
Allow me to explain. Our tribe has an old tradition of recording history in the form of woven scrolls. And not just our own history. We record the legends and heroic feats of all other tribes as well. It is a tradition we have observed for many centuries. However, when a major event occurs that affects all of Natlan, we record it on a different kind of scroll, used for this exact, and these scrolls can only be woven by someone of the Ictomisaur Elder's choosing. When the Ictomisaur Elder senses a major change in the ley lines, it will issue a formal declaration to appoint a creator for this scroll.
Whoa, so you mean...
Elder Talapo sensed a ley line change quite some time ago, but had not yet designated the scroll weavers until you arrived.
Okay, but just so you're aware, we don't know the first thing about weaving scrolls.
As a matter of fact, that does not surprise me at all.
How come?
In the 200 years that Elder Talapo has held this position, none of the appointed ones have ever been experienced scroll weavers.
Does that mean 200 years of major historical events have gone unrecorded?
No. They all submitted scrolls in time, yet each of them claimed it was not their own work, but a gift from the spirit.
Man, this tribe gets more mysterious by the second.
Yes, well, that is the part that troubles me. The notion that we have to rely on esoteric things like gifts from the spirits to record historical events of such great importance.
Huh. That's pretty surprising to hear, coming from the chief of this tribe.
I can imagine. You probably see the Masters of the Nightwind as a people shrouded in mystery, who pride ourselves on our arcane practices. But I am something of an exception. I may be the chief, but when it comes to our traditions, I'm in fact a proponent of change and reform. I have dedicated my energies to deciphering the many mysteries of our tribe.
Wow, that sounds great! So have you figured out the mystery of the...
Only a small handful of events. And by the time the next scroll weaver is appointed,
So...
While I haven't gotten to the precisely. It's nothing to be worried about. Simply a means of validating my I can explain everything in detail when we get to the site of the test. But first, please wait a moment. This garb is one of our important cultural relics, handed down by
Oh!
Please, follow me. Do you see this scroll? Today's test is, quite simply, to find a way to escape that space.
That's it?
I assure you, it's not as easy as it sounds. If you cannot find your own way out, I will of course intervene to bring you back here. But then, we will be no closer. Good.
Meu virate ficou top agora.
Whoa, we really did get teleported. It seems like this place is completely sealed off. Doesn't look like there's an... Let's take a look around and see what we can find. There are so many woven scrolls here. I don't remember seeing some of them before in other tribes. They seem to record historical events. This one really stands out from the rest. Yeah, you're right. Over there, something just flashed. Traveler, did you catch that? Oh, right. Paimon's with you.
coisa mais fácil que tem.
Whew! We finally made it out!
It is just as I thought. You are indeed. Yes. You saw many distinctive-looking scrolls.
Sure did.
This specific kind of scroll was left to us by our ancestors. It is a most mysterious color that most people cannot even detect. I myself had to employ... Yet there are those who are born with a natural ability to perceive it. And that is why I wanted to test you.
You mean...
That space you just entered was an exhibition room for storing this variety of woven scrolls. Centuries ago, a great shaman by the name of Huitzilin put in place a security measure so that it exists to this day. And although I have not managed to decipher that once someone is trapped inside,
Another secret power? Traveler, you are full of mysteries. Still, having this ability doesn't change the fact that neither of us know where to start with weaving a scroll.
Don't worry about that. The method for weaving this kind of scroll appears to be largely the same as for an ordinary scroll. If my suspicions are correct, this dye is the key to weaving the scroll. And your special ability is the key. The dyeing process is also a little different from the norm, but I don't anticipate any major issues there. As long as you two can source the dye itself.
Cool, we'll follow your lead.
Great! Then please use your abilities to source the necessary ingredients. And in the meantime, we'll make a few sample pieces to test out my hypothesis. And if you agree to help, you can expect to be handsomely rewarded once this is all over.
Agreed, especially if there's a reward in it. What is the reward, by the way? Is it food? I'm an oats, it's food.
Given the
More works!
Thankfully not. I've already identified a location. Your guide is waiting just outside. You can set off at your leisure.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
I take it you're the ones appointed by Elder Talapo?
Yep, and you are...
Call me Toltec. The chief asked me to be your guide for the day. His messengers already filled me in on the situation.
as far as I can take you. Only the appointed ones may proceed from here.
Why's that?
Kind of a long story. Many years ago, our ancestor... However, to bypass the seal, you have to...
Oh, right. Haven't we been in here before, though?
The strange thing is, our ancestor, since it was sealed off, the only person who's been in... According to her, the artwork tells the story of a hero by the name of Kun... But I digress. Sorry, I'm a bit...
So you're sure you don't want to come?
I'll pass. I guess it's supposed to be a test left there by our ancestors. If you don't pass the test, you're not worthy of you...
Aww.
Don't worry about me, though. Unlike our chief, I don't have the guts to challenge our traditions. This task...
Fair enough. All right, we'll try not to take... This should be the place. That fruit Toltec mentioned should be the one on the wall, right? Paimon didn't notice it last time we were here. Now the only question is, which ones do we pick? Well, go...
The wind knows me.
You saw something, right?
Cheguei.
Whatever it was, grab it.
Fazer almoço agora, né? Atualizar.
Remember the last time we came here? We found all of the artwork throughout the cave,
relatório
These
do
guys'
Dr. Jones.
ancestors created a real masterpiece.
Pra me pedir um relatório do Dr. Jones, senão mês que vem, mês de
They
janeiro, você
probably
não
use the
pega
same
essas
stuff for
coisas.
their paint as we're using for the
Pedir um
dye, right?
relatório do Dr. Jones desse
Maybe
trem
we'll
aí,
create
ó.
a
Amanhã,
masterpiece of
ela
our
vai
own.
pegar e levar pra ela.
Yep, let's head back.
Eu caí, ainda bem que eu caí.
Acho que vou pegar C1 do Neo Village. Não sei. Não sei se pega C1 dele aí, ó. Ó o pitch que tô no pitch 45. Tô no pitch 65, ó. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26. Ó. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26. Hoje nunca vi. É de 5 em 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 no pit 60. Tô com 43 tiros, 42 tiros, ainda dá pra pegar qualquer. Peguei aquele queijinho lá. Eu vou pegar a mivuika, deixa eu pegar a coxa mesmo. Aí aquele queijinho. Peguei foi aquele queijinho.
Fazer almoço agora, né?
Quer fazer comer?
We're back, and we found the ingredients for the dye.
Sounds like you made it through the seal then. Our Iktomi-Sor Elder was right about you. It's getting late. Follow me. I'll take us back.
Aqui na reputação. Igual 5 insano no 9 leque.
Toltec has updated me on your progress. Well done. I appreciate your efforts.
Sure thing. Here's the stuff.
I see. Yes, this is certainly a...
Got it!
Please come with me. Take a look at this. It's a woven scroll made by one of our ancestors. This is the kind of thing we're trying to make.
Ooh!
The person depicted is the legendary shaman, Huitzilin. She was especially skilled in the art of color manipulation. And of course, this scroll is a record of her deeds, and was most likely the work of her own hand. Sadly, since she passed away, all of our Ictomisor elders' subsequent That's a good way of putting it. My only quibble with your phrasing would be, it's...
Now Paimon's getting excited.
Bring out the samples. Now, as I mentioned, the dyeing process is a little complicated, but I am confident you will manage. Just make sure to follow my instructions carefully. The pattern has already been sketched out on the sample, so you just need to dye each block with the correct color. But you'll need to wait for the dye to fully soak in between each step to make sure the colors don't run. Good. The dye is taken to the fabric, and the pattern is crisp and clear. Next, apply all the remaining dye, and we should see that elusive signature.
Okay, final step. Did it work? Paimon doesn't see it.
Oh, that color isn't showing up. The dyeing has failed. No, your technique was flawless. You did everything exactly as instructed. It would have made no difference if I'd done it myself.
Then what went wrong?
It could be the weaving technique. Or maybe the dye has to be applied in a different way. Oh, whatever the case. It looks like I have failed to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Sorry, Paimon wishes we could do more to help.
I am the one who should be apologizing. I made you do so much work, and it was for nothing. I will, of course, honor my commitment to compensate you for your trouble, but I do hope you won't give up on this task. I plan to keep investigating, and will be sure to keep you updated with any progress.
Don't worry, we're not quitters. Paimon does have a question, though. This whole process of recording history on woven scrolls seems so complicated. Why don't you just write it down instead? You said yourself you're all about change and reform. Well, this seems like a pretty good place to start, don't you think? Writing things down would be easier for everyone, and your records would be more detailed.
I think you perhaps misunderstood my philosophy, but that's okay. I can answer your question, but there's somewhere I need to show you first.
Oh, sure.
you think?
It's gorgeous!
Now, try looking a little further.
Whoa, that graffiti!
In all the years since the founding of our tribe, those colors have been with us every step of the way. It is true that I seek to bring new life to this ancient tribe through change and reform. But I also understand there are certain foundational things that we cannot afford to throw away. The foremost of these is the way we record our history.
Oh, that makes sense.
Since the very beginnings, our tribe has always sought to bring color to history. And I have a deep sense that this is one part of our heritage that we should not give up. So, whatever it takes, I must find a way for us to continue producing our traditional woven scrolls.
You're completely right. I'm sorry for what she said earlier. It was out of line.
It's quite all right. I'm just grateful you're able to understand where I'm coming from. Then let us hope that when we next meet, we succeed in reviving this tradition.
Só livro, velho. Ah, tomar banho na soda. Só livro e mora. Cadê a gema dessa porra? Vou nessa aqui ver.
Settle down!
Busted.
Essa missão dos carinhas de barba que é chato pra caralho. Vai. Que lado que eu vou aqui, merda? O que isso fazia aqui, né? Alegria. Eu tenho que ir lá em cima, naquela parte cima lá voando. Que porra de missão é essa, velho? Voar pra onde?
Material de construção. Irmã do Lucas, do material de construção, irmã dele. Pra comprar uma casa, né? Vou dar uma costela também. O Fábio vai me dar uma costela. Vai trazer depois, né? Aqui, vou dar um abraço, você vai abraço. A Flor vai dar um abraço em você.
Tem que voar pra onde aqui nessa porra, velho? O que tem que fazer nessa porra? Não explica pra voar pra onde? Não tá mostrando o lugar que tem que voar, ué? Tá falando abaixo. Eu tenho que ir lá embaixo, será? Mas aqui tá o carinha aqui, tá vendo? Ai, ali, ó. Ah, tem que voar, tem que cair naquele trem lá. Eu tenho que cair naquele trem lá. Missão chata da porra, velho. Fica naquela ali.
Huh? What's that sound? Oh no! Why is she crying? Should we go check on her? You know, just in case she's...
I'd leave her be. The warriors of the Flower Feather Clan are a proud bunch who never show their vulnerability in public, even if they've gone wingless.
Oh, Chaska?
Good to see you again, Traveler and Paimon. Before we carry on, let's get a little further away before Koyer notices us.
So, that girl on the
Olha, tá a
bridge,
missão da
Koyer, you
Chaska.
said? Should she really be on her own right now? With the mental state she's in, it just seems risky.
Don't worry. That's exactly why I'm here. Elder Alpa sent me to keep an eye on her. If she does attempt the unthinkable, I doubt it'll come to that, though. Well, in the Flower Feather Clan, there's an elite flying squad made up of Kukasaur riders. But it's an extremely selective squad. To become a rider, you need to undergo a trial where you not only demonstrate mastery of the relevant skills, but also win the approval of the Kukasaurs. Very few candidates make it through the process. Koyer has spent years training for her most recent attempt. Sometimes, after multiple failed attempts to pass the flying tests and win the Kukasaur's approval, people get so disheartened that they give up on their dream to soar the skies. They resolve to quit trying for good. We call those people the wingless.
Do they get expelled from the tribe?
What? No, of course not. They're still prized warriors. We have a saying. Just as the Kukasaur treasures every feather on its body, so the tribe treasures each one of its children. This hits even harder in the wake of the war. All of our young warriors carry the future of our tribe on their shoulders. Besides, every Kukasaur falls from its nest before it learns to fly. It's practically a rite of passage. Until then, all we can do is quietly watch over them from a distance. Just like I'm doing now.
Ah, okay. Paimon hopes she'll get back on her feet soon.
Well, from the sound of her whistling, her confidence has been seriously shaken. No Kukasaur is going to respond to a call that sounds like that. Yeah, people from my tribe call to their Saurian companions by whistling or blowing a horn. So it sounds like Koyer was trying to summon a Kukasaur to practice her flying. But the Kukasaurs are an even prouder bunch than our warriors. They would never respond to a lackluster whistle like that. First she failed the trial, and now she's struggling to even summon a Kukasaur. That's only gonna hurt her confidence further. And getting trapped in that vicious circle is the kind of thing that'll make people go wingless.
Surely there must be something we can do to help.
That's very kind of you. Koyer's flying skills are up to par, but mentally she's stuck in a rut. If she wants to return to the sky, she has to overcome that for herself. I'm going to lay low nearby, just in case she takes a turn for the worse. Let me give you a tour around the tribe once this is all over.
Koyer still isn't giving up. Even though Chaska said that she has to do this by herself, Paimon can't help feeling like maybe we can nudge her in the right direction. What if we could get a cuckoo sword to fly up to her? That might give her the confidence boost she needs.
It's a cuckoosaur. Oh my gosh. Is this really happening? I did it. I summoned one. I was beginning to think you'd all given up on me completely. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Excuse me? Would you mind if we did some flying practice together? Right now? I think I know where I went wrong in the test now.
I need to maintain a higher speed on my turns. So, I just gotta practice my bell tail slides and split S maneuvers.
Also, I really want to try some stall turns and cobra maneuvers. Huh? That sounded like a whistle. Is someone else trying to summon a cuckoosaur?
Hey! Wait! Wait!
Do you think Koyer's feeling better now? Let's go back to that bridge and check.
O Edo não tá na missão. Ah, tem que marcar a missão. Ah.
Chaska! I summoned a cuckoosaur! Although, unfortunately, someone else summoned it away again before I had a chance to go for a flight.
Oh, really? That is unfortunate. But if you can do it once, you can do it again. Keep at it, and you'll pass the trial eventually.
You're right. You know, I almost thought about giving up, but I'm glad I didn't.
Hey, Chaska, how's Koyer doing?
Huh? Who are you? And how do you know my name?
These are my, friends. The Traveler, you came up in conversation the other day because I was telling them about up-and-coming warriors in our tribe.
Oh, the Traveler, huh? So that's you. What do you mean up-and-coming? I'm closer to being wingless than I am to passing the trial. Anyway, we haven't met before, have we? You look so familiar somehow.
Maybe you saw him in the stadium? Or anywhere, really. He's been all over Natland lately, so It's not surprising that you've seen him around.
If you say so.
Goyer! Chaska! Here you are. I've been looking everywhere for you two.
Oh, Elder Alpa! What's the matter?
I thought I should tell you myself. We're going to redo the flying trials.
Redo them? How come? This is so unexpected. And I can't believe you came out here just to tell us that in person.
It's embarrassing to admit, but due to time constraints, we didn't do a proper inspection of the arena before the last round of trials began. Then we started to notice many candidates, so we redid the inspection afterwards and found a number of issues which... This was entirely our mistake, and I apologize unreservedly. I know it doesn't make up for it, but I thought bringing you this message in person was the least I could do.
Oh, okay.
Chaska, these people you're with, are they the traveler and...
Huh? You've heard of us?
I have indeed. Gathering intel is an essential part of being a warrior. Plus, you've already made quite a name for yourself in that land. Actually, I've been meaning to invite you to enjoy our tribe's hospitality for some time.
Hospitality? Oh, that includes food, right?
Of course it does. If you let us host you, you'll be treated quite lavishly. Mighty warriors are highly revered in our tribe. Besides, we still owe you for your help during the war. Without you, we would have suffered far worse at the hands of the Abyss. So I like the chance to show you our gratitude on behalf of the whole tribe.
Mighty warriors, plural? So Paimon counts too? Paimon's starting to like you a lot.
That should go without saying. Your flying skills are the envy of our...
The Flower Feather clan seems like a really nice bunch of people. We definitely need to take her up on this offer.
Well, I'd love to stay, but I'm afraid I still have to inform the other candidates about the retrials. With our younger generation's future on the line, there's no time to lose.
Wait, Elder Alpa! Let me help! The sooner everyone gets the news...
Very well. In that case, Chaska, could I leave you to entertain our guests?
Sure thing.
Okay. Let's meet by the Obsidian Totem Pole later. Koyer, let's get going.
Okay.
Alright, they're out of earshot. I'm just gonna come out and ask. That Kukasaur who responded to Koyer's call, that was your doing, wasn't it? I grew up with these creatures. I could tell something was off the second I saw it. His whole demeanor seemed less like a Kukasaur and more like, well, you. So I figure you must have been pulling the strings somehow. He looked very flustered when Koyer asked for a ride, so I whistled to give him a chance to escape. And judging by the look on your face, that was a welcome intervention, huh? It's all right. If you'd rather your hidden talents remain hidden, I respect that. I won't press you for answers, and I'll keep my speculations to myself. You're the kind of person I'd still trust even if you had superpowers. I know you'd use them for good. I think the ends justify the means in this case. She just lacked confidence, and you helped her resolve her internal conflict. If you hadn't intervened, I likely would have gotten my mom to help out instead. Although, having said that, there's a small chance she might have recognized her and seen through the whole thing. That would have done more harm than good. Yeah. Anyway, if you're free now, how about I give you that tour I promised?
Ready?
fine. Just doing their daily combat training.
Combat training? A little young for that, aren't they?
Not to us. We're a tribe of warriors. In ancient times, we were the most elite troops in the nation, responsible for patrolling and defending all of Natlan. And even though times have changed, we've kept our martial spirit alive.
Hey, is that Chaska?
Jessica, you're back!
Oh, can you come train with us?
Now's not a good time, I'm afraid. I'm showing the Traveler and Paimon around. Maybe next time.
The Traveler and Paimon? Wait, you mean that legendary warrior and legendary flying expert?
Legendary? Yep, that's us, alright.
Awesome. It's so cool that you can fly without having to ride a cuckoo-soar. Even Chaska could only do that for short distances. Mr. Traveler, can you teach me some cool sword tricks?
Oh, Mr. Traveler, my family shop makes the best volcano cake. You gotta try it!
Let's behave ourselves, everyone. These people are here as our guests. They're going to meet Elder Alpa in a few minutes anyway. Kotini, instead of being jealous of other people's talents, why not work on developing your own? Kapak, there's no point in trying any cool sword tricks until you've mastered the basics. Have you done all your sword drills today? And Yatlan, easy does it, okay? Not every conversation has to turn into you plugging the family business.
Okay.
Sorry about those kids. They just got overexcited when they heard your name. Hope it didn't bother you too much. This is a volcano cake that Yatlan forced into my hands. She said to think of it as an apology gift.
Whoa, it smells amazing! Traveler, you want some?
That's good. Yatlan will be thrilled.
By the way, Chaska, those kids really adore you. You're way better with them than Paimon expected. Paimon figured you'd be more... aloof, maybe?
Aloof, huh? Well, to be fair, there was a period when I was like that. Around the time when I first joined the tribe. But it's a terrible attitude to have as a peacemaker. It tends to turn situations that could have had a... Yep, exactly. As long as other options are available, I try to avoid that at all costs. Someone once told me that peace imposed by force will crumble in a matter of days. But peace achieved through genuine dialogue actually benefits both, even if sometimes the parties are only willing to negotiate because
That's true. Hey, Chaska!
Uncle Cusco knows you're back, and he's coming to get you.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. Gotta dash. I'll meet you at the totem pole up ahead. You can't miss it. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
Wait, are you running away?
First rule of conflict resolution? Grab the fan and run before the you-know-what hits.
Trust Chaska to make even running away sound cool.
Sorry about this. Just stall him for me, okay? I'll explain everything later.
A golden-haired outlander and a white flying object. You must be the Traveler and Paimon. I heard Chaska was with you, but I suppose she's run away again, has she?
Sorry, who are you?
Who am I? Only her father. She's supposed to go for a checkup every 3 months to see how her abyss condition is doing. We both agreed on it. But she's already missed 3 checkups this year. That's 3 out of 4. Yes. She got exposed to abyssal energy as a young child. Then her birth parents abandoned her. It's lucky those wild cuckoosaurs found her when they did, or she wouldn't have made it. They took her under their wing and raised her as one of their own. Eventually, some riders out on patrol spotted her and brought her back to the tribe. But she was practically feral at that point. The moment you took your eyes off her, she'd be getting herself into a fight, or she'd run away to be with the Saurians. She seemed to prefer them to her own kind. She might as well have been a Saurian in human form.
That must be the aloof period she mentioned, right?
We later discovered that her exposure to the abyss had planted seeds of conflict in her heart. So, we started trying to bring it under control. But ultimately, she's the only one who can control it. Anyway, she's much more human these days.
Yeah, don't worry about her. She seems pretty stable to Paimon. She's probably only avoiding the checkups because she thinks it'll stop you guys from worrying about her.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. She knows she needs to be careful. If her condition ever took a turn for the worse, she wouldn't be brushing it aside like this. It's just, every checkup she's been to, they find new cuts and bruises. Nothing to do with the abyss, of course. Oh no, that's all fine. The problem with her is, she's her own worst enemy. She's been living dangerously again. I'm sure of it. That's why she's avoiding the checkups. She wants to hide it from us.
Yeah, Paimon can see her doing that.
Oh. In the past, she always had Koichi to keep an eye on her. Now Koichi's gone. And I don't want to. Chaska's been increasingly reckless since Koichi passed. It's like she's trying to make up for it somehow. Next time you see her, please tell her to be careful for me. Even if she doesn't want to hear it. If she doesn't want to do these checkups anymore, that's fine. I just want her to stop putting herself in harm's way.
Whoa, where did the time go? We should be back up with Chaska before it gets any later. To get to the totem pole, we... Hey, Chaska! Hey, Alba!
It's all right. I bet my dad talked your heads off, huh? What did he say? I was sometimes a little impulsive back then.
Ha! That's putting it mildly.
The memories. It feels like it was only yesterday when we brought you back and had Cusco and his family take you in. Back then, no one imagined this feral child would grow up to be the strongest warrior of the Flower Feather clan.
Huh? You were the one that brought Chaska back to the tribe?
That's right. Elder Alpa was already a veteran rider by then. She spotted me while patrolling from the skies and tracked down my Kukasaur mom. Mom agreed it was time I tried to re-enter human society. But I didn't know the first thing about being civilized. I clashed with everyone who had to deal with me.
And look at you now, renowned throughout the land as a peacemaker. How time flies. When the day comes that I can't fly anymore, it will be up to you to look after our tribe and our flying squad.
You know me, though. I'm not a natural commander. I'm better off as a lone wolf on the front line. So stick it out at least a few more years, okay? Give Koyer and the others time to come into their own.
Oh, stop.
Wait, so isn't the leader just the strongest warrior in the tribe? At least Paimon figured that's how your tribe would work.
Strength is certainly a core tenet in the Flower Feather clan. But strength means far more than martial prowess alone.
If it all came down to individual strength, I'd struggle to call myself a warrior, let alone a member of the flying squad. Any fighter in the tribe could take me down. Well, sorry to disappoint you. It was something I aspired to at one point. So much so that I went adventuring in the Cinder City, Ashkanatlan, to try and prove myself. But it was foolish of me. I wasn't ready. I came back empty-handed and seriously injured. The fact that I survived was something, I suppose. But after that, I never seriously considered myself a strong fighter.
And yet, you still managed to become the leader of the flying squad, thanks to your experience and determination. All while battling those...
Let's shelve this discussion for now. Traveler, Paimon, there are some simple refreshments on the table. Please help yourselves.
Yes! Paimon was waiting for that, Pop. They were for the snack stomach. The refreshment stomach still has plenty of space. Paimon is so full.
Well, if you're enjoying our hospitality, feel free to stay with us as long as you like.
Elder Alpa? There's,
What happened? Is it serious? Shall I deal with it?
It's... Some merchants showed up, not from our tribe. They said they're here to discuss some potential collaboration with us. Why now? This is terrible.
Let me handle the other errands while you meet with the merchants.
You should help too. Seems only fair after all that food we ate.
Huh. Well, much obliged. Chaska, the remaining wingless are all people you know. Let's see. Pishika now manages the floating target balloons. Waska's probably still addicted to eyes on the feathered prize, and Junon spends her days...
Yes.
Hey, Junan. Gazing out at Ochkanatlan again, huh?
Chaska? What are you doing here? Is something up?
The flying squad is hosting retrials again soon. Want to give it another try?
Maybe you're forgetting the definition of wingless. I've failed so many times already. Elder Alpa always goes out of her way to come and tell me when a new trial is coming up, and it's nice of her to think of me. But nothing's gonna change. I'm not going to suddenly pass.
They're making some big changes to the arena this time, so the flying experience should be smoother.
No, forget it. If I was genuinely good enough to make the squad, the location should my chances. A true rider can fly. Shuna! Gonna sit this one out. What? Why? But you've always looked up to Elder. She went wingless after her injury and spent years drifting. But even she came back and made it in the end. If she can do it, why can't you? I mean, I don't have that kind of perseverance. And besides, the last thing I want to do is fail in front of her yet again. Oh, come on. You know you don't need to worry about that. All right, well, how about we just treat this as you being my mentor? Then will you train with me? Enough umming and ahhing. Let's just get up in the air and figure it out as we go. Wait! Hold on, slow down. I can't keep up.
Well, that's one way to do it.
They've been best friends since they were kids. If anyone knows how to get Junan out of a rut, it's Koyer. You helped Koyer deal with her internal conflict, and now she's done the same for someone else. You know, people often talk about how one conflict leads to another and so on. But sometimes in life, things spiral in a good direction instead.
Retrial? What's the point?
Muskar, I can...
Well, they must be judging me for something. Maybe I lack fighting spirit, or just don't have the talent. Not everyone's a natural like you. Don't waste your time on me. You'll have better luck with the ones who still have their heads in the clouds. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna treat myself to a few more games of Eyes on the Feathered Prize.
Yeesh, there's wingless, then there's being a total lost cause.
He used to be a fierce warrior, actually. But fighting spirit alone won't win you the Kukasaur's approval.
Are all Kukusaurs so strict? The ones in floating target balloons and Eyes on the Feathered Prize seem pretty chilled out.
It's one thing to hang out and have fun, but quite another to take to the skies with a human life on your back. Giving a ride to someone who's unqualified endangers not only the rider, but also the Kukasaur themselves. If the rider makes a mistake, they both suffer the consequences. So we have a mutual understanding with the Kukasaurs. If someone isn't up to standard, we have to reject them. Even if it means breaking their hearts.
As long as you've thought it through, just go for it.
Are you sure you don't want to reconsider, Pashika? I appreciate it, boss. But honestly...
Pashika, they're redoing the flying trials. Huh? Utona?
Ah, did Alpa send you? I was just telling Pashika the news, actually. The way things are with the tribe these days... I mean, you don't need me to tell you. This here is...
Ah, come on, boss. Do you have any idea how long it's been? I've been wingless for years now. I'm not cut out for that anymore. Of course, I'll do my part if we ever need to defend the tribe. But there's really no point in me trying out for the flying squad now. I've already made my peace with it. Not everyone has what it takes to return to the sky after going wingless. Elder Alpa's perseverance is something else. And it's okay if I'm not destined for greatness. I might not have the Kukasaur's approval, but with my hot air balloons, I can still reach... Handling these balloons
Finding something you love doing can be just as hard as passing the flying trial. It's worth holding on to.
Fair enough. It's your choice. I won't force you.
Oh, by the way, you should try taking a balloon ride if you've got the time. Once you've been up there for yourself, you'll see why I love it so much. No problem. If you ever want to give it a try, you know where to find me.
We've notified all the wingless on the list now, right? Where to next?
The trial arena. It's not far from the tribe.
Patience is the key to solve.
Mas...
Oh, hey there, Chaska. Did Elder Alpa send you?
Yeah, she's got other things on her plate right now. How are things looking here?
Well, the inspection revealed numerous blockages all over the trial arena. It looks like they're the result of ley line disorders caused by a repeat abyss. Theoretically, we just need to clear those obstacles, and the arena will fill up with gaseous phlogiston again. But why don't you head on down and check things out for yourself? Feel free to ask this...
Dá pra ver os artefatos, qual é os artefatos. Não. Mas tenho certeza que vida ela não é não. 2400 de ataque. Isso aqui é o máximo 60 de taxa. 60 de taxa e 200 mais danos. 135 de recarga. Já tá nível 80 ainda, já. Não, tá 90 já.
Locked on! Open fire!
How strange. Why is there so much solid
Well, could be from the Children of Echoes. Maybe it got swept up here due to the ley line disturbances?
I can't think of a way to resolve this. So the blockage here has to be cleared using a If I dropped it or slipped and fell, I'd be blown to bits in an instant. So, all I need now is for someone else to strike the balloon at the right moment, dropping the payload right on top of the spout, and what do you think? Simple enough, right? Huh? Oh, that one. No, I've got no idea who that belongs to. I just wish I could fly up there and check out what kind of tech they're using. I'll head over and set up now.
Acertar o balão como?
All right, get ready. All right, get ready. All right, get ready.
Yeah!
All right, get ready. All right, get ready.
Ah, Deus.
Quer?
Não quer não.
Hã?
Quer?
Quer comer agora? Comer?
Yeah! Take me up!
Quer comer?
Quer não.
Olha, você falou que queria comer. Tava com fome.
eu tenho que acertar a cachaça.
All right, get ready. All right, get ready. All right, get ready.
Pressão do evento aqui.
All right, get ready. All right, get ready.
Agora eu tenho que acertar ele aqui em cima. Ele caiu aqui em cima.
All right, get ready.
Você não?
Ah. Deus, grama.
All right, get ready.
Ai, ai, ai.
All right, get ready. All right, get ready.
Oh. Errei de novo.
All right, get ready.
Porra, você anda rápido demais, velho. Assim não dá não, mano.
Get ready.
Quem anda rápido demais, passa rápido demais.
Get ready.
O trem não mira mais pra cima, porra.
Alright! Get ready!
Quase. Quase, era mais pra cá um pouco.
Alright! Get ready!
Ah não, que passa correndo demais essa porra.
Alright! Get ready!
Vim nesse rumo, que não quer passar esse rumo que eu atiro. Aí. É a chasca, tem que usar a chasca.
Let's burn this breeze.
Essa porra tá com erro de conexão esse aplicativo. Então